What's up, everyone? It is your girl GELBEAUTY 87 here, aka Grace, and it's time for the battle I promised y'all this week. So this is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette up against the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. Funny thing is, you can't get this at Sephora anymore, but you can still get it on his website. So I'll link his website down below along with Natasha Denona's website, because you can't get this at Sephora anymore apparently. But I think you can still get it at Ulta. I know, right? It took me so long to it's done sold out everywhere. But let me zoom in real quick and cute like. Okay, so I took my eyes off the same time, so I'm gonna go off camera and swatch both these palettes to see which color stories we can get out of them, and then I will be right back to do the eye look with y'all. But as you can see, they look pretty similar, so I'm figuring we can get a pretty similar cool tone or neutral tone look, if you will. So I'll be right back. Okay, girl, with swatches on my arm because it's a long night and I got a whole bunch of stuff to do tomorrow, so I'm trying to rush through it if you can't tell. For once, I'm not talking too much. Be right back. Okay, y'all, so these are the shades I chose. So this is Mario, Natasha, Mario, Natasha, Mario, Natasha. So I took, of course, the darkest shade I had to this one. I took this shade next to it. That's the one we're putting on the lid. And then, if I remember correctly, this is the shade I picked for us to put in the crease. So these are the three that we're working with. And then Natasha, I chose Vogue. I believe that's the shade. Silhouette, of course, and the shade Delilah, because that's one of her newer wet formulas that I figured we should try out. So let's start off with Mario. Ooh, y'all, I look so damn oily, but it's okay though. So, go put Mario out here in the outer V to start off with, because I'm curious to see how these two dark shades are going to look against each other. That's my main focus. So. Okay, so Mario's looking pretty light compared to the other one. I wouldn't call this a deep tone for people my skin tone. I feel like I said that in the first video. To me, this is more like a medium shade. People's medium skin tone, not some of my skin tone, but this will be working with. Now let's put on Natasha and see what she's working with. Okay, y'all, so let's put on Silhouette. And right off the bat, I feel like Silhouette is a tad bit darker. Not by much though, but Natasha usually oxidizes, and I'm hoping this will be the case here, because otherwise it's like they're equal in tone, and that's disappointing. Especially because Natasha usually, you know, I feel like gives a decent amount of depth depending on what the palette is, but this seems like it's just a little lacking there. Natasha, girl, what's going on? So yeah, she's still that much deeper than Mario, so it's not like it's revolutionary depth going on here. So yeah, I don't Okay, now I'm going to go into the shade Vogue and another shade I showed you in the other palette. So let me grab a brush real quick. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to the shade right here now in the Makeup by Mario. Since, you know, his don't have names, it just says E whatever the hell it is. So let me start dusting into that and see if it gets deeper. I do like this shade because I feel like it matches with my skin tone pretty nicely. It's a great transition shade, but I mean, like, consider how many shades are in this palette, and y'all know I don't really like neutrals as it is. The fact that like the deepest neutral isn't even really doing much for me is making me feel the type way. I'm gonna just be real. So I'm just dusting around the bottom here to kind of airbrush around there and make it look nicer. So, I mean, it looks okay if you like a soft smoky eye, but y'all know me, I want that intense smoke, and I feel like I'd have to sit here for quite a while to build up this deep brown that Mario got going on. So I ain't feeling it. Let's get into the shade Vogue. Just start her out here real quick. I feel like this one gives more of a pinkish undertone to it, even though like in the pan I feel like it looks like a little more neutralish, if you will. I feel like it's definitely giving more of a mauve-ish effect, which I don't mind. I actually like, because I like them like mauve smoky eyes sometimes. I just wish the deeper shades were a little bit deeper, but you know. If you want more of a neutral traditional smoky eye, I feel like you like Mario's tone that I picked better, but I feel like if you don't mind having like a little bit of a mauve pinky moment to add softness to the smoke, then you would like Natasha's better. But as you can see, it's just a slightest difference of seeing this is pink and this is a little bit more like neutral and matches my skin tone a tad bit better. But so far, you know, that's all I'm seeing. Okay, y'all know it's time for the stars of the show, the lid. So we're gonna start off with this one from Makeup by Mario. Y'all look at that. Yes, I'm really liking the lid shades in here, but not being a fan of like the matte shades or whatever. So I'm not surprised that I'm like, yes, because I mean, this does look amazing. Like if you wanted a really nice smoky eye, I would say use the neutrals out of here. I'd have to like grab a black from somewhere else to like make this a full look though. So I guess if you have his Mastered Mattes palette, you could compare it with this one and get a gorgeous look out of it if you're my skin tone. But it's like, I want to buy 2 palettes just to get one look. I feel like it'd be cheaper just get the Natasha Denona, what's that thing called? The Blackest Black shade she has, and work with that. So we'll take the brown from Mario and see if we can get a little bit more depth on the 30 because y'all, it's not giving. It's just, it's not meeting smoky eye standards for me by a long shot. Neither one of them ought to be perfect honest so far, because I expected Natasha's shade to be deeper and it is not. Honey, I repeat, it is not. So to that, I'm gonna take the brush I used for Mario's, which is this one, and dust over. And we're pretty much done with this eye. I'll probably put like the black liner in the waterline and black on the waterline. So let's get into Natasha's now. So I got this brush and we're gonna go into the shade Delilah, her new wet foil shade, just to see what it looks like on the lid. Y'all, look at that. I feel like it looks just as nice as Mario's, but it's not giving as much. It's giving more of that like iridescent, like a wet foil lid, whereas I feel like Mario's has more of a base to it to give more of an undertone. But this has gorgeous silver sparkles in it, y'all. I mean, say this don't look good. I mean, it looks really, really nice and wet and foily and amazing. We're gonna put some more silhouette on the back end to see if we can build that up as well, because I'm, again, not necessarily feeling. I'm feeling both the shimmer shades, and it's not the mattes don't blend nice and all that. It's just more of where's the depth for this look, because I still haven't found it. Where is it? Is it far? Is it coming soon? I feel like the answer is no. I'm just taking the brush that we used in the crease and dusting over. I'm thinking I can just grab a champagne shade from each one of these palettes. So I'll probably just grab like this shade right here and this shade right here, and those are gonna be the inner corner shades. So I'm gonna grab the shade Muse from Natasha, and y'all just saw me grab this one from from Mario. Then I'm going to put some black eyeliner on as a mascara. Then I'll back you on up and talk about my thoughts, girl, because now that we've done this battle, I have some. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. We finished it up. As you can see, I put some, I put some cute little eyeliner on. Just trying to make it look nice with some mascara. I ran both darker colors on the lower lash line, try to give us a little cute little look. So my thoughts on both of these palettes. As far as neither one of them is deep enough for my personal liking when it comes to a smoky eye for me. But if you like a soft smoky eye, I feel like you might like them both. Majority of the colors I felt like looked okay. I mean, I don't feel like the pink is looking too bad. I don't feel like the neutral shades are looking too bad. I'm just not feeling the depth of the deepest shade. And it's like, that's the deepest shade you have to offer me. Then this isn't truly a smoky palette for anybody with any sort of melanin. Like, I feel like if you're like, once you get to Karen Harris, the skin tone and deeper, I don't feel like this is really a smoky eye palette for people my skin tone or her skin tone or anywhere beyond that, because it's not giving enough depth for my personal liking. But that's just my personal opinion. I do like the shimmers in here. I think they're really nice. I like the way this wet reflective one looks. I really want to see what it looks like on top of the one from, what do you call it, from Makeup by Mario, because I feel like both of them together would be a really nice match, because it's like you could put the Natasha one down and then you put the Makeup by Mario one on top, and I feel like that'll be like a gorgeous like color combination, because you'll have enough base underneath and then you'll have like a nice amount of shimmer, but you'll still have like that wetness to the lid. So I feel like that has to be really nice. But then again, I was thinking maybe you can just spray the Makeup by Mario one if you already have it and put it on the lid, and then maybe it'll give more of that wet effect. I honestly don't know, but yeah, I'm not that impressed. It's just giving me retro glam vibes all over again. The shades in there, a lot of them didn't work well enough for people my skin tone or dark enough. They're getting off a little bit of ash now. So I don't feel like these neutral shades give off that much ash this go round though, but I'm just not impressed with either one of these palettes. Like, I tell you to go get the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes palette before I told you to get either one of these, just because I'm not impressed. If you already have the glam palette, I don't feel like you need this. I feel like if you already own cool tone palettes in your collection, this isn't necessarily a need unless you just wanted to get a new neutral palette. Then I'd say go ahead and get it. But like, if you're my skin tone, I'm not gonna tell you to get this. I'm just not. Just like I didn't tell y'all to get that Makeup by Mario one, I'm gonna tell you not to get this too. It's not impressive enough for me to have you out here spending $69. We could sit this one out, because this right here ain't it. Back to drawing board, Natasha. I don't. But those are my thoughts. If you want to try the new formula of shades, maybe you'd be interested in it then too. But I'd say just go swatch in Sephora and see if it's worth it, and then try what I said about the Makeup by Mario and spraying it and putting it on lid to see if you can get the same effect. Because otherwise, I'm really not too much impressed with anything I tried in this palette. Like, I'd rather use some older Natasha Denona palettes that actually work for my skin tone. But that's just me. So those are my thoughts, and that's what you came here for. So if I had to pick between them, I don't know. I honestly don't want to pick either one. So there's that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Remember, y'all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye. I'll try to leave some information down below on which shades are the repeat shades in the I Need a Nude palette. But because she does that numbering system and all that, and all of them don't have names, it's kind of hard to figure that out. So I'll try and see if somebody else already figured it out and did it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.